Hi everyone and happy Halloween. Today I'm going to have a different kind of tutorial. This is a crafting tutorial and I will show you this bracelet for one of my best friends to show my appreciation for her, and I decided that I would do a tutorial for this. There's no loom used in this whatsoever. Now the clasp I used was a simple leaf clasp. You can get one of those at I got this one at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any craft store. Okay, so that now before we get started, I'm going to show you the supplies you will be needing. It's not that many, okay, and you'll be surprised how easy this is to actually do. Okay, first of all, beading string. Okay, this is what I picked up the other day. It's called Supple Max, and you want to get the one that says 0.25 millimeter, and this is a tenth of an inch. It is clear. It's almost like using fishing line, basically. If you got fishing line that small, that it would work. Needles, of course, duh. Okay, now this kind of needle, I'm going to show you why I love this. This is called Big Eye beading needle. Okay, you see that, and it costs $2.49. Also, usually if you download the app to whichever craft store, Michael's or Hobby Lobby, there is a coupon. There was a coupon for 40% off. If you guys please forgive my voice, I have been deathly sick these last few days, or a couple weeks, or I don't know, a long time. And so I'm just now getting over this. But there is a 40% off coupon that I used on the most expensive item, which was the needles, okay? Turned out to be the most expensive item. The beads were actually 50 cents off, which of course, you're going to need beads, okay? I'm going to show you. Now, I've chosen blue because this is going to be a present that I'm going to be making somebody for Christmas that loves blue. And they're very small seed beads. There we go. I think you can see those. Alright, just like that. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like way before it gets done. Kind of like in the starting phase, but not at the very beginning. We're going to start at the beginning now, in just a few seconds. This is actually about, I guess, 20 rows, 13 rows. There are 13 rows in this, and you know, you can do all kinds of patterns. This is also going to be a bracelet, like the one I made for my friend, but this one's I'm going to use for me, I do believe. Okay, so this is what we're going to strive for. Now, when you first start out, don't expect perfection. We all mess up, we all make mistakes, and nobody is a beginner out of the box when it comes to anything. Okay, now I am going to get some beading thread. Oh, and also you're going to need a pair of snips or a pair of scissors, whatever you're the most comfortable with, okay? So we're going to first get us some string. This is what I'm going to show you here. Okay, start with smaller pieces of string than I do. You know, I've been doing this for so long that I usually get bigger pieces of string to last me a little bit longer. And I'm about to show you why this is called a Big Eye needle. This is a wonderful little beading needle. And I wish they made this in every kind of needle. Okay, so of course you're going to take your needle, if you get the Big Eye needle like what I've got, and you're going to see it's kind of this little thing in the middle. My needle's about wore out here, but anyways, what it will do, it will stretch apart. I'm going to put my finger here in the middle. Okay, see how that does? That is the needle itself, and it is stretched. Okay, so you're going to thread your needle. Now, what I like to do is take the string on one end, after you thread it, and the string on the other end, and I'm going to tie them both together. this will actually give a little protection against breakage. In case, sometimes when string gets older, it tends to break. And as somebody is cherishing, see this, here it is. Now we're going to take it and we're going to tie it here at the end. And it's just a simple little knot. But we're going to tie it on the end. But first you don't succeed, try again, right? Okay. Being that this is very small thread, sometimes you just got to do it just right. Okay. Now, you have your needle. And you have your beads. I'm going to show you what I keep my beads on, okay? One of my best friends gave me this, and it is the best thing of the world for beads. Okay, first thing you're going to do is pick up a bead on the needle. Okay, starting out is probably the hardest thing you're going to have to do. But we all start at the very beginning. Okay, we stick the knit bead, of course, on the needle, and we bring it down to where we tied the two ends at. Now, this is clear beading thread. What I like to do is stick the needle back through this bead from the bottom to the top or top to the bottom. It doesn't really matter. Okay. And we're going to make a little knot around this bead. And we're going to do this 2 or 3 times, okay, just to make sure that this one little bead is there for good. Okay, so one more time, we're going to stick it through. Once it's tied on, we're going to tie it one more time. Or 2 more times, whatever you're most comfortable with. Sometimes it depends on the project I'm working with, and also how small the bead is that I'm working with, how many times I do this knot, because once you get it started, this one bead is going to stay nice and snug. Okay, so now, if you test your bead, it's not going to slip, okay? It's not going to slide one way. It's not going to slide the other way. Now you're going to decide, how many rows do I want this bead to be? Okay, now, also a good idea, if you're making a necklace, get the measurement of the neck in inches from the person that you're making it for. If it's a bracelet, you want it in inches around the wrist, okay? If it's an earring, it doesn't really matter. Okay, but what we're going to do with this is probably make a bracelet, and it is for a young girl, so I don't want them to go too crazy with it. So we're probably going to go, let's see how 6 beads are going to do. So we've already got 1 on here, so we're going to go 5 more. Okay, so I'm going to pick 5 needles. I'm going to pick up 5 beads on this needle. Okay, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. I'll show it to you as soon as I get these on here. I got 2 more beads to put on here. Okay, then 1 more bead. Okay. So here is the 5 beads, which will make 6 beads in all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add this to the 6th bead. And now you see how big this is going to be. You can decide from here if you want it bigger or if you want it smaller. I think I'm going to put 2 more beads on here just by looking at it. I think it'd be cuter. Maybe just a tiny bit bigger. You know, sometimes it's the go big or go home kind of thing. Okay, so now I have the beads I'm going to be having right here. Okay, now we're going to start row 2. But you're asking, how in the world are you going to do a row 2? Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to put on another bead. Okay, just one bead. We're going to pick up one bead. Okay, I know. Quit repeating yourself. Come on. I might be learning, but I'm not dumb, right? Is that what you're thinking? Okay, so what you're going to do now, okay, this top bead, the very last bead that you put on, with the bead that you picked up, you're going to bring your needle underneath that bead, not through the top, underneath of it, and through the bead. And then you're going to pull your string tight. Okay. Okay, if by chance it kind of stops up towards like an inch away from where it's supposed to be, all you got to do is pull down on it, and it's going to bring it down with the other beads. Okay, now you can see like a little tiny little number 7. There is starting the second line. Okay, now what we're going to do now, we're going to take the needle and we're going to go through the bead from the top to the bottom that you just put on. Okay, if I can see. Okay, hold on, I got to turn my wrist another way here. Well, okay. So that you can see what I just did. Okay. Whoop. Sorry about that. It's on that second row, that the last bead you just put on, that needle top to bottom, and you're going to bring it down all the way. And bring it snug as a bug. Now, the next thing you're going to do is, well, hold on again. Is pick up another bead. Okay, so you're picking up another bead. Alright, and you're going to bring it from top to bottom, into the second from the last. So if you're working with 7 beads, you're going to bring it through to the 6th bead on the first row. Okay? I really wish I had an overhead camera, guys, but one day I will be able to afford a better camera system and everything. Okay, now, you see here, I have to look, I'm so sorry. Alright, now, we have the first row, we have the second row started, but the string now is in between, with the first and second bead of the second row. So you're going to bring it down through from top to bottom, from top to bottom. There you go. And make it snug. Okay, bring it, just make it nice and snug. Now, you've done it right. It should be looking like this, okay? So now what you're going to do, pick up another bead. You're going to repeat what we just did Okay, you're going to pick up another bead. You're going to bring it through the third from the top. Well, I just dropped that bead. Like I said, getting started is the hardest part. Once you get started, it's a cakewalk from there. Okay, so okay, from the third one, from here I can show you from right here. See how that is? All right. You're going to bring that through. Okay. And now you kind of pull the string to the side of the second row. Let's see. Oh, wish I could show you this better. Okay. And you're going to bring from the top to bottom down through the third one of the second row. Okay, I have an idea of something we can do here. All right. Let me move my mouse, my string. Okay. All right, we're going to see if I can... Oh, okay. All right, so... All right, we're going to pick up another bead. All right. We're going to bring it up through the fourth bead from the top of the first row. Okay. And bring it snug. If you mess up, don't feel bad. Even I mess up. We all mess up. I mean, nobody's perfect. I've known people that done this all their lives and they still mess up. Okay, so you bring this thread to the side. Okay. And you want to bring the needle from the top of that bead down to the bottom. Okay, now some of you might be wondering, okay, I tied on this knot when we first started. Is it okay to cut the knot? Yeah, not the knot, but the little stray string. Oh yeah, snip it. That's why we have snips. Okay, so go ahead and just snip that away. Because we got it started, we were just finishing the second row. And I'm going to show you what I do with this row here in just a minute. So now we're going to bring on another bead. To think the bracelet I just did has 24 beads in each row. So you can imagine. And let me tell you, I messed up so much on that. I was constantly tearing out what I messed up, or I put on the wrong color where it wasn't supposed to be. And, you know, I was just ready to brain myself with it. And just, you know, one of those things. Okay, now once you get started, it is absolutely kind of easy to get going. I'm going to show you how to reinforce these rows as soon as I get 3 more beads sewn in. So if you will excuse me, let me go ahead and get those in. So what is everybody planning to be for Halloween? Tell me, what are your costumes? Or what are your kids' costumes? Do you dress up for Halloween? Do you not dress up for Halloween? You know, I figure if it's one day of the year, us adults can act like complete juveniles and dress up as anything we want to. Why not? You know? Embrace the youth that I used to have. And yes, my son is in the Army, so I don't think he will be going trick-or-treating. But I know my daughter has already got her costume ready. She made her costume, and she's going as a zombie. She had it for school this morning, and apparently it was a great big hit. She is great already with like doing special effects, and I keep telling her she would be so good, you know, doing this kind of thing for a living, but it's not what she wants to do for a living, and it's her life, and she's got to find something to do that she actually loves, which medical is one thing that she loves. And so maybe she will go into the medical field and cure her mother. Okay, I got one more bead to go, and I'm going to show you how to tie off, reinforce, and kind of tie off. I do find this relaxing after, you know, after a while, just sitting here watching TV. I usually have a lamp on doing it, but I did not want it to mess up the camera, so I'm actually struggling to see just a little bit. Okay, I got one more bead to go, guys. Hold on just for me, just for a minute. Okay, so I'm getting to the very last bead. Maybe if I show you from here. Okay. Well, very last bead on this row, I should say. I really should turn on the light. Okay, almost. And now, remember that I said once you bring it through, there we go. You bring the string to the side and then down. Okay. Now, if you have done right, you will have exactly 2 rows of beads. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and now to reinforce, or to even reinforce, where in the world do I come up with these words? Okay, to reinforce these 2, what you want to do is take your beading needle and go down the entire row of the one adjacent to what you are working on. It might be a little tough, you know, with the, you know, depending on what side of seed beads you got, or this in, you know, including with the string. Okay, but once you bring the thread down through this row here, you want to bring the row down into the next one and go down. And then what I do, if I've got to tie it off and go with another color, or if I'm going to end, what I do is take the needle down through the very last bead, right there, and I run it through a couple times till it's tied off completely, and then I'm able to snip the wire and to start you will take like the next string that you use and tie it the same way. Once you knot your thread, bring it down through the top, and then you want to just tie it on the same way that you did. Once you're done, say if you want to do the clasp, and where did this bracelet go? Okay, what I did for the clasp, okay, I sewed in, I took it about middle ways through, and then I sewed in, there's like a little hole on each side of the clasp that you're going to be using, and you basically sew it in. I ran it through the needles, through the needles. I ran the needles through the beads a few times, so that way it would also be strong and it would hold and it would not break for my friend. And then I also kind of sewed it in through like a line or two of beads. I made sure it's very strong, so this way it would be durable for her as well, because I'd hate to give somebody a present and it just to tear up, and then it just kind of makes me feel bad. And so anywho, this is Beading 101, and I hope to be bringing more tutorials. I know this one was a little long, and I'm sorry that this was long. Another thing to do, I'm glad I saw this. Okay, once you're done, you're going to have some stray strings, okay? You're going to want to cut the stray strings. This makes your product look nice and finished and even and that kind of thing. And by the way, this is called the peyote stitch. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And I'm so sorry I keep using the word and. My English teacher would kill me if I was still in high school. So, have a great day, everyone. And happy Halloween. I hope everybody has a very safe Halloween. And here we go again. And hope everybody has a very safe Halloween. Enjoy yourself. Be careful. And just have a good day. And I will catch you guys on the next video that I decide to do. And here we go again. And I hope to do more videos and tutorials, as well as I still want to do more program tutorials. I want to do more product, product, what do you call those? Reviews. I want to do product reviews still. Anyways, I want to do more things. Give me some ideas. What do you guys want to see? Okay, bye. Till next time.